Hi, Teacher Joko here. What do shiny red boxes, the hopes and dreams of fourth grade students, the premier movie starlet or diva of modern Myanmar Motion Picture Association, the Secretary General of the United Nations, and a slowly dying bureaucracy have in common? Well, they are all elements in my recent epic Joko Goes Postal, which is actually still ongoing. Let me tell you a little bit about how it got started, what's happening so far, and the dilemma that I face now. It was about a year and a half ago, and I was teaching geography for the first time. Now, geography isn't just mountains and rivers and political boundaries. It's also about how people move things and how that affects the physical environment, transport, leisure, and postal services. One of the things that the activities was for them to learn how to address a letter properly, the outside, the envelope, which none of them had done. None of them had ever sent a letter in their lives, nor received one. And so I got the idea. Let's have them actually send mail. Maybe they'll get a response. Wouldn't that be great? So in that first batch, we put the envelopes in the big shiny red box outside of school, mailbox, and hoped that we would get responses. But we didn't. The next term, I did the same thing. Similarly, no responses. I'm going to demonstrate the activity by sending a letter to someone I admire. And that was Thant Minh U, grandson of the U Thant, the former Secretary General of the United Nations and a foremost scholar about Burma, Myanmar. I found out he was teaching at Cambridge at the time, or at least that's what his website said, and I sent a letter to him, and again, trying to mirror the type of thing I wanted them to do. It began with, "Hi, I'm Joko. I'm 55 years old." Anyway, I don't know if he ever got it, but so you can see the video that I made from that when I shared it with the kids about here's what we're going to do. To send a letter internationally, you need to start at the post office. General Post Office of Mandalay. Now, it was not crowded, and I had to find the right window. But once I did, buying stamps was very simple. To send a letter to the UK was only 1,500 kyat. I also had the satisfaction of putting the envelope into the big red box myself. And in that term, no replies. I did that same thing in November of this year with once again the fourth grade students, but I was going to control it a little bit better this time. I gave them a choice of 3 people, Myanmar notables. Thant Minh U, who was the star striker of the women's national soccer team here in Myanmar. I found the address for the Myanmar Football Federation, which she belongs to. I also chose, once again, Thant Minh U. He was part of an organization, and he was the founder of that organization that's based in Yangon. I found their address number 2. The third one was Woot Shui Min, perhaps the biggest actress in the Myanmar motion picture industry. Biggest, I mean like highest paid. And I found the address for the Myanmar Motion Picture Association, of course, which she belongs. We sent them off. And this time, increased the likelihood of actually receiving a response, I taught them about the SASE, and it was part of their project. The SASE, the Self-Addressed Stamped Envelope. I remember when I was about that age, 11, 12, I had learned that one could send a baseball card to your favorite baseball players and put a note in it, and if you put a self-addressed stamped envelope and you mailed it to the team they played for, you'd get a response many of the times. And I did. I got signed cards from people like Gaylord Perry and Andre Dawson, and Lou Piniella sent me a whole media package. It was thrilling. I wanted them to have something like that as well. But they don't make baseball cards for actresses, scholars, and women's national football players. Well, I was able to fix that a bit, and I made these. Keep on turning.